Season 3, Work Done, Physics in Necrotic World, Episode 57, Weight and Friction. Welcome, strangers. Cars, like every other vehicle and moving transport system ever, naturally only work in one direction, yeah? They only do work. Work is only done in one direction. The weight of the truck or whatever vehicle, in general, is a downwards acting force. Sure, downwards is subjective, as it's based on your perception of the frame, but it's still relatively downwards facing. Relatively. Subjective. Well, still down. Yeah. These possibility fields are considered to be the current reality, which is interesting because in recent physics knowledge, as in the latest few centuries, the buzzword really is relativity. I reckon it's not really just potentials being simultaneously generated and generating, really, but overrun into presence by perception. But it truly is how the person running in space-time can distort the fabric of their reality, and these distortions can amplify their perception of their reality. Electric fields are like bumper cars, as in reality, they don't have to necessarily physically touch, as they can swerve, but still, that act of swerving is impacting both sets of riders in the car, so impacts the fields themselves. So in line with the EPR paradox, spooky action occurs albeit at a distance, which is unnatural to a person, as it suggests a non-linearity that is governing the universe as we know it. Weight is mass multiplied by gravitational field strength. Okay, so you know G is standing for gravitational field strength, which is about 9.81 meters per second squared. But in GCSE physics, we simplify this to, we round it to 10 meters per second squared, because it's easier to handle. Gravitational potential energy is equal to the mass multiplied by jolly good old gravitational field strength multiplied by height. So your GPE, your gravitational potential energy, increases the higher from ground level you are. It's basically just the potential energy that is stored from the increasing altitude that you can convert into kinetic energy in theory. Obviously, like always, you don't live in a vacuum, and even vacuums have potentials in some form, or field per se, if we're sticking to the maths theory version as well. So, you will have wasted energy, so you will always have wasted energy that can be converted into thermal energy, and maybe sound energy. Sound waves cannot travel in vacuums, as the vibrations literally stop, as there are literally no particles that can vibrate. And while sound is just vibrating particles parallel to the direction of energy transfer, in order to investigate the relationship between weight and friction, let's first get a table, a bench, whatever flat surface you could find. Sure, you have the curvature of the earth, but that makes such a small difference to this experiment. Sure, if you're a pilot and you need the aircrafts to calculate, obviously the earth being a sphere makes it a bit difficult because we're not on a flat earth, really. I'm sorry, flat earthers, but we're not on a flat earth. Anyways, attach a Newton meter to a wooden block and literally pull, so you drag the block along the table. But you would want to get it being pulled at a constant velocity, so constant speed, but the direction matters. Then you record the force incrementally up to 500 grams in total. That would be fine. Using this method on different flat surfaces can help you compare, yeah? Friction can be found because Newton's first law states that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. This experimental setup is biased because I don't know about you, but I cannot exactly be dragging a block at constant velocity that perfectly. Anyways, frictional force is equal in magnitude, so equal to your pull force, as they are opposing in direction, but acting on the block with the same velocity. There isn't a second opposite velocity. Each side of this tug of war could be considered positively acting or negatively acting, depending on the observer's perception. The sides, so the forces on either side, are just opposites, so they have opposite signs. So if one is a minus sign, the other has a plus sign, but the core number is constant, like the velocity is constant. On a zigzag mountain path, a vehicle, as per each section, so each line of the zigzag, would only be travelling up or down a small distance each time. And we know that energy, aka also known as work done, is multiplied by distance, which means that the force is evenly distributed over a long distance, meaning it's more safer for the passengers in a vehicle in question, as they don't have to go up a very steep ascent by some level of magic unicorns or something each time. See you next time at Physics in a Necrotic World. This is your host, Rimona Christian, R out.